This is the new TP-Link Casa multicolor smart light, and it is an excellent light. Hey folks, welcome back to Tech and More Tech. I'm Carlo, and if you're new to the channel, I post videos every weekend covering all aspects of smart home tech, from useful guides to product reviews. If that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. In this video, we're looking at the TP-Link multicolor smart light, and in this review, I'm going to go over the setup, look at the functionality the app offers, test the brightness, color accuracy, speed, and reliability, go over which ecosystems are supported, and ultimately conclude whether or not you should buy this or not. If you prefer the written version, head on over to techandmoretech.com or check the link in the description just below that like button. The new TP-Link Casa multicolor light is the newest addition to their smart home lineup that includes everything from smart lights, plugs, switches, and even cameras. I have a couple of Casa smart plugs that have worked really well for me over the years, so I'm excited to test out this new light. For full disclosure, this light was sent to me by TP-Link free of charge, but there is no contract requiring me to say anything in particular, so I'm going to give an honest review as I always have done. Smart lights have been around for years and years now, with options at all price ranges, from no-name cheap lights on Amazon to expensive Hue and LifeX lights. Casa products have typically been on the more inexpensive side, offering really good value for a dollar. As with all Casa devices, this light is Wi-Fi based, so you don't need any sort of hub to connect to, just your Wi-Fi router. To set it up, you'll want to download the Casa app on your phone, so go ahead and do that. Next, you'll just screw in the light into a socket and turn it on. Open up the app and create an account if you don't already have one. Then go ahead and add a device and select the light. It will go through a couple of prompts and then ask you to connect to your Wi-Fi. Switch to the Settings app on your phone and then connect the TP-Link light. Once connected, switch back to the app to complete the setup. It will now connect to your home Wi-Fi and you're pretty much good to go. If you have a Casa account linked with Amazon Alex from before, it should automatically have detected the light and added to your Alex device list. You'll get a couple of tip screens showing some new features of the Casa app, which we will go over now. If you're fully integrated into the Amazon, Google, or SmartThings ecosystem, you probably won't need to use this app much, though it does have a couple of features that neither of the other apps have, like circadian lighting, for example. For people that are more advanced smart home users, manufacturer apps typically get hidden away in a folder somewhere, only to be used every several months for firmware updates. But I have the feeling that the target audience for Casa is more someone that is dipping their toes into the smart home world, and for them the Casa app is going to be used pretty often. I won't go over the whole app, but just how it relates to the light itself. From the main page, we can quickly toggle the light on or off, as well as set it to a favorite setting. If we tap on the light itself, then we can see a lot more options. There are 4 tabs that control different aspects of the light: power, brightness, white temperature, and color. Pretty straightforward. At the top, again, you've got your favorite presets, which you can edit by either tapping on it twice or by selecting presets at the bottom left. Schedule lets you essentially make a single-step automation to have the light turn on or off at a particular time. You can even set the fade value, so if you want a sunrise or sunset effect in your bedroom, you can schedule this over a period of time and choose which days it repeats itself. This is a great beginner automation that I think plenty of people will really enjoy. If you place it as a bedside lamp, you can easily get the sunrise and sunset effect and never have to control the light at all. Next, we have usage, which is great for the energy conscious among us. You can see how much the lights have been on and how much energy they've been consuming, and even the savings in relation to having a standard 60-watt incandescent bulb. Lastly, I want to touch on the settings in the top right. Here you can rename your light if you move it around, and choose what it does when the power goes out. This is really the main issue I have with this particular light, is that it can't go back to the previous state when the power goes light. It always has to go back to an on state, which is really a shame. At least you can set a preset that is only 1% brightness, so it hopefully won't wake you if the power surges in the middle of the night, but I would really like to see an option of last power state. Okay, so let's get to the bulb itself. The specs are as follows. Peak brightness of 800 lumens, 9-watt power draw, full RGB color spectrum, a white color temperature range of 2500 to 6500 Kelvin, a CRI of 90, and a full dimming range. I compared the brightness and color to the Philips Hue light, which is pretty highly regarded, with a similar 800 lumen brightness and a full color range. As we can see in the brightness test, it does just as well, if not a little bit brighter, though the Hue light is able to go lower in the white color temperature down to 2000 Kelvin, but I don't think that's a big deal. Color brightness and accuracy on the Kasa light is fantastic. Very bright and very saturated colors makes this an excellent light bulb, especially given that it's going up against something that is 3 times the cost, like the Hue color light. Inexpensive color smart lights can often skimp out on a number of different things, but so far it doesn't seem that Kasa has cut any corners. As we've mentioned along the way, the Kasa light is compatible with Google Home, Amazon Alexa, and SmartThings. There's currently no HomeKit support, which is a shame, and because this is a new product, it's not yet compatible with the Casa Home Assistant integration, but I suspect that will be added soon enough. In terms of responsiveness and reliability, I have not had any issues. Whenever you turn it on or off, it will always sort of fade, which is a nice touch, though I wouldn't mind seeing the option to change that to an instant on or off. Alexa is quick to implement any commands as well, and controlling it from my phone is also pretty quick, so there's no lag in either implementation. Reliability will be more of a long-term question, but when it comes to connection stability, it will mainly come down to having a good Wi-Fi router. If you're just starting out your smart home and you don't have that many devices connected to Wi-Fi, you'll probably be fine. But as you start going down the smart home rabbit hole, I would highly suggest getting a good modern router, as the one you probably have from your ISP is garbage. So all of this brings us to the golden question. Should you buy the TP-Link Kasa Multicolor Smart Light? As always, we'll start with the price, which is typically $14.99. Overall, I'm very pleased with this light. It's got a solid app, good compatibility with other ecosystems, and most importantly, it's bright, it's accurate, and has excellent colors for its price. If you're looking to get started with smart color lighting in your home, the TP-Link Kasa Color Light is an easy recommendation from me. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe button for plenty more videos to come. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will get to them as best I can. And until next time, see ya.